I thought we were about to have an uprising with no coffee. My name's Billy Tarrant. I'll be your moderator today, at least in the morning. I may hand it off later after lunch, but I want to start by introducing our welcoming from Casey Wade. Casey is the president and CEO of Dixon Water Foundation. Many of you know about that organization. He's managed ranches for pretty much his entire life, and what's really cool about Casey is he started with Dixon basically as the MIMS ranch manager here just north of Marfa, and then moved up to the general manager over the 3 properties they had across Texas at the time, and eventually became the VP of ranching operations, and has finally moved into the president CEO position when Robert Potts retired about a little over a year and a half ago. Okay, perfect. So anyway, we're recording this so we can have it for later. There's a lot of great speakers we're going to have today, but I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Casey now for your welcome.
Good morning, everybody. So welcome to Marfa. Welcome to Far West Texas 101. It's great to be in a room full of people that care about land. You wouldn't be here if you didn't care about the land and care about improving it, being a good steward of it, making it better. So it's a privilege to be in the room with all of you. There's a lot of knowledge in this room. I see a lot of familiar faces, people that have made a career out of gaining knowledge and caring for land. So as we are together today and tomorrow, just be sure to start up conversations, ask questions, get the most out of all of the knowledge in this room. I encourage you to do that. So, like Billy said, my name's Casey Wade. I'm the president, CEO of Dixon Water Foundation. So Dixon Water Foundation, just quickly, is a nonprofit foundation that is focused on watershed health. And the way that we try to improve and educate about watershed health is really threefold. One is we have research and demonstration ranches, and we've got 2 of those in the state of Texas. And one of them is right here in Marfa. So it's the MIMS Ranch, and it just borders the north side of town and goes north up towards the airport and the tomato farm there on Highway 17. And then we've got another demonstration ranch closer to Dallas-Fort Worth. And so the intent of the organization is to be able to operate those ranches and use sustainable land management and grazing management to improve watershed health. And so then we invite partner organizations out onto those ranches to be able to do research and monitoring to see how we can improve watershed health in the state of Texas. So we also help fund watershed research, and we also do education events. So that's Dixon Water Foundation in a nutshell. I won't bore you with any more of that. So like Billy said, I have worked my way up through the organization. I started out as the MIMS ranch manager and came out to West Texas in 2010 to manage this ranch. And when I got here in August of 2010, it was beautiful. Looked like a paradise. The grass was just knee-high, green. I thought, man, I'm stepping into, this is gold. I've got this great ranch to manage, nice cows. This is going to be great. Well, so that first winter, we had a record-breaking freeze, and I think every pipe and valve on the place froze and busted. And then in April of 2011, we had the Rock House fire, and the entire MIMS Ranch burned. And so I thought, well, it can't get any worse, right? It's a rough start, but things got to get better. And so then 2011, we went into one of the worst one-year droughts in the history of the state of Texas. So it kind of went from bad to worse. And that was my introduction to managing land in far west Texas. So it can get a little rough out here. And when I think about managing land in far west Texas, something that in the type of grazing management that we specialize in and that we try to use on our ranches, we talk a lot about a brittleness scale, or the brittleness of the land. And I think that's a really good term for land in West Texas. You know, this land is beautiful and it looks really rugged and tough, but actually it's very brittle and delicate. And you know, when we talk about brittleness, if you think of East Texas, that's a very non-brittle environment. You get a lot of rain, and if you're managing land or you're grazing that land and you make a mistake, you're going to get a lot of rain, and that mistake is going to repair very quickly. Out here, we get very little rain. This is a very brittle environment, and if you make a mistake, it's going to show up for years and years and years and take a long time to repair. So as these speakers talk today, they're going to be basically talking about that and how this land can be unforgiving and how it's different than a lot of other places, and how easily it can be damaged, and ways that we can be conscious of that and work to repair that, or to not allow that to happen. So I think we've got a really, really good day ahead of us. We really want to be able to just talk about the capabilities of this land, what it's capable of, what it's not capable of, and work with it, not against it, and to have really correct expectations of what this land can do and what it can't do. So I would like to just, who can advance these slides? Does somebody have the clicker? Yeah. I'd like to take a minute to thank the sponsors for today. We've got Alamito Foundation has really spearheaded this event and put it together. Chinati Foundation, Dixon Water Foundation, Borderlands Research Institute, Rio Grande Joint Venture. I'm not going to say anything about coffee right now. Rain Crow Wildlife Consulting, Texas Master Naturalist, Lauren Folks Realty, King Land and Water, Judd Foundation, and Corteva. Let's have a round of applause for all the sponsors. So as we move forward, just quick housekeeping notes. We're going to have, there's food and beverages back there in that corner in those coolers, food out front, bathrooms over here on the right, and I think that's it on that. Next slide. So all of you have a schedule in your handout here or in this brochure. So we're going to have, that's a list of the speakers for today, and then tomorrow, next slide. Yeah, you can use this QR code to register for the field trips tomorrow, or the field trip tomorrow. And next slide, that's the Saturday schedule that's also in your handout. And there's just a correction on there, that start time. Yeah, I think it went out at a different time in some of the information. So start time tomorrow is 6:15. Yeah. All right. Well, again, thank you for being here today. And I'm anxious to hear what everybody has to say and learn something. And so, yeah, everybody perk up and pay attention, and this should be really enjoyable.
Thanks, Casey.